Alright my friends, we're kicking off our upper body day with the incline bench press. What should you focus on here? Adjust the bench as you see in the video. Sit down and try to bring your shoulder blades together, pushing your chest out. Now let's move to the pressing motion. Imagine a red dot right in front of your eyes. Try to touch this dot with the inside of your elbows. Keep your elbows close to your body. This way you'll minimize strain on your shoulders and really target your chest. Let's continue with the chest press. Again, try to bring your shoulder blades together. A general rule for the chest exercises, we always aim to take the strain off the shoulders. We achieve this here by keeping our arms as close to the body as possible while pressing forward, just as you see in the video. Important. At the peak of the movement, don't fully extend your arms. Stop just before locking out. This keeps the tension on the chest. If you fully extend, you shift some of the load on the triceps, which you don't want in this exercise. When lowering the weight, go into a full stretch and then repeat the movement from the start. As I just mentioned, the execution of the chest exercises follows a recurring pattern. Once again, push your chest out, bring your shoulder blades together, and for this exercise it's even more important to focus on proper form rather than just pressing the weight. Think of a movement as if you want the inside of your elbows to touch in front of you. This ensures that you're engaging your chest properly and taking the strain off your shoulders. Alright, let's move to the first back exercise. I'm doing a classic lat pull down to explain the technique. Secure your legs so that you have some tension and are firmly seated in the machine. Some people prefer to keep their thumbs outside when gripping the bar because it helps them feel the muscle better. Now try to pull the bar towards your collarbone with your elbow slightly rotated inward, just like I'm demonstrating. Choose a weight that you can control and make sure you really feel the lats contracting during the movement. So, we finished with the first lat exercise. Now let's move to the middle back. The focus here should be to keep your shoulders down while pulling and avoid pulling from the neck. This time we won't keep the elbows as close to the body because we want to target the middle back, not just the lats. At the peak of the movement, I hold the position to really feel the muscle. Then I control the movement into the stretch and repeat from the start. Alright friends, let's move to the final back exercise. This is an isolation movement to really target the lats. In this exercise you try to pull the cable in a semicircular motion towards the hip. A common mistake here is just pulling the cable back without control, but the movement should actually feel more like a rowing motion as you see in my demonstration. Keep your body upright and slightly turn towards the side of the lat you're focusing on. This helps you feel the muscle even better. At the back, go all the way into the muscle squeeze, and as you move forward, fully stretch the lat. Chest and back are done. Now let's move on to the shoulders. When performing lateral raises, start by leaning slightly forward to put your shoulders in their optimal position. Keep your elbows slightly higher than your hands throughout the movement to ensure that your side delts are doing the work. Avoid using momentum or swinging the dumbbells up. Focus on a slow, controlled motion. Raise the weight until your arms are about parallel to the ground. Then hold the top position for a brief moment to maximize muscle engagement. As you lower the dumbbells, do so in a controlled manner to keep tension on the shoulders and get the most out of each rep. So, let's move on to triceps. What should you focus on here? Keep your elbows close to your body and make sure your shoulders stay fixed so you're pressing purely with your triceps. Your upper arms shouldn't move much during this exercise. Most of the movement comes from your forearms. Even I could try keeping my shoulders slightly further back to engage your triceps even more. But hey, we learn something new every day. Alright, just 2 more exercises and we've completed our upper body day. Let's move on to biceps. With preacher curls there isn't too much to keep in mind. Make sure your legs are firmly locked in into the machine so you don't slide around. Focus on really feeling your biceps working. Go into a full stretch at the bottom and hold the contraction at the top for a brief moment. Take a look at how I'm doing it in the video. And as always, avoid using momentum and keep your shoulders fixed so you're working purely with your biceps. Friends, let's move on to rear delts. Sit down with your chest firmly against the pad to keep your upper body stable. Grab the handles with a neutral grip facing in. Now, the most important part. Pull your arms back without shrugging your shoulders. Keep them low to make sure you're really working the rear delts and not your traps. Hold the tension at the peak for a moment, then return to the starting position in a controlled manner without completely losing the tension. No swinging, no unnecessary movement, just pure rear delt work.